Hey Trail Riders, welcome back to the Daily Ride. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about household salvation. Power passage comes to us today from Psalm 68, 19 and 20, where it says, "Blessed be the Lord who daily loads us with benefits, the God of our salvation, Selah. For God is the God of salvation, and the God of the Lord belong escapes from death." Power thought for today is that as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Connecting passage for today is 1 Samuel 25:29 and Acts 16:25 through 34. Scriptures that get us through the Bible in a year is 1 Samuel 28, 1 Corinthians 9, Ezekiel 7, and Psalm 45. Yet as a man has risen to pursue you and seek your life, but the life of the Lord shall be bound in a bundle of the living with the Lord your God, and the lives of your enemies shall sling out, as from the pocket of a sling. If you want your family to keep together and know the Lord, you are on a winning ticket, with everything going on for you. For example, look at the famous incident. But at midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were opened, and everyone's chains were loosed. And the keeper of the prison, awakened from his sleep, seeing that the prison doors were open, supposing that the prisoners had fled, drew his sword and was about to kill himself. The apostles Paul and Silas were in jail at Philippi when the midnight earthquake sprang. The prison doors opened, and the jailer expected that he had lost his prisoners. The discipline consequences were so terrifying to him that he was about to commit suicide. However, Paul, the typical presence of mind, shouted to reassure the poor man that they were all still there. The reply of the jailer was classical: "Sirs, what must I do to be saved?" Now the jailer had called them sirs, and Paul saw a chance for a witty play on words. Sir, in Greek, is the same as Lord. Greek kurios. When the jailer asked, "Sirs, what must I do to be saved?" Paul's answer was, "Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and you will be saved, you and your household." The jailer had called on Paul and Silas as kurio, which means lords, but they could not save him. The only one was the Lord Jesus. Remember, today, salvation is not of the host of the lords, but in the Lord of hosts. Our quiet time thought comes from Mark 5:36, which says, "But Jesus, overhearing what was being spoken, said to the synagogue official, 'Do not be afraid any longer, only believe.'" Matt Duff had this to say about this passage: "Be not downcast for difficulties. If difficulties and trials surround you in your heavenly life, they may be purposely placed there by God to train and discipline you for a higher development of faith. If He calls you to toiling and rowing, it may be to make you the heavier seaman, to lead you to lift up your hands, which hang down, and feeble knees, and all the above, to drive you to a holier trust in Him who has the vessel and its destinies in His hand, and who, amid gatherings, clouds of darkened horizons, crested billows, and even ever uttering the mild rebuke to our misgivings, said, I, not unto you, if you would believe, you would see the glory of God. God bless you guys. I hope you'll continually follow me here on the Daily Ride, and I'll see you on the next trail ride.